Good morning and welcome to this week's Form Time Numeracy Challenge. Let me start by sharing my screen with you. Okay, so there are going to be 4 pages coming up. Again, you do whatever you've got time for within your form time. Let's get started now with question 1. Your form tutor will pause for however long you need. Once you're done, here's question 2. And question 3. Finally, question 4. Okay, I'm going to go through the answers now. Firstly, question 1. Okay, so 3 different ways actually of answering the first part of question 1. And we can just use the column method or the lattice method or even the grid method to work out how much it's going to cost for 9 bags of fruit. We can also break it down. So we've got 90 bags of fruit, 9 bags of fruit. So we can work out what 99 are. I'm going to play with this. Now I've discovered I've got a laser pointer. Okay, or maybe what the question is asking you to do is how much would it be if they were 100 pence or £1 each, and then subtract 9 lots of 1 pence or 9 pence, and that's going to give you your £8.91. So you might find that a little bit of an easier way to do it. Right, the second question is an interesting one because it's a little bit easier than you think it is. So if you look at these 3-digit numbers here, it's going to take a little bit of time. Maybe you could think if it's not divisible by 4, I could divide by 2 and then divide by 2 again. But if we know that 100 is a multiple of 4, so anything, any numbers in the hundreds column, we can just ignore because we know by definition they are going to be multiples of 4. So that means, look, that's why I've taken away the digit in the hundreds column here. So now I've only got to look at these 2-digit numbers and it's much, much easier to see. I've listed them all out here, and 38, therefore E, 138, is not divisible by 4. Okay, question 2. So first one, we're just looking at a line of symmetry here and here and here. So in the first one, we've only got one shape that has the dotted line going through a line of symmetry. Question 2, these shapes all have 4 sides. They actually have 2 straight sides and 2 curved sides, but actually they just have 4 sides. If we look on this side, there's only one shape that has 4 sides, shape D, also made up of 2 straight and 2 curved sides, but it's the only shape that has 4 sides. Question 3, a little bit trickier. This is the sort of challenge question on these ones. Okay, we've got a solid lined shape, which has more sides than the dotted line shape. So we've got 4 solid lines and 3 dotted, 5 solid, 4 dotted, 5 solid, 3 dotted. So it's not necessarily a difference of 1 because that's a difference of 2. So A is the only one where the shape with the solid lines has more sides than the shape with the dotted lines. So that's the answer to question 2. Question 3. The easiest way, I think, is to imagine that you move one of these pink triangles to make a pink square. So these 2 make a square, these 2 and these 2. That just leaves me with a half left over. So I've written it here, 3.5 pink squares out of a total of 16. 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. Obviously, we wouldn't leave a fraction in that form. We need to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 2. And that's going to give us 7 over 32. So the second one was the correct answer there. Finally, your grid challenge with the red rectangle in the middle. Let's see if I can show you how to do this. Otherwise, I can go straight to the answer. Let's see if this works. Okay, so let's start here. We know that 7 multiplied by 9 gives us 63. If I know that that's 9, I can take that 9 up here, and I can see that 9 multiplied by 4 is going to give me 36. I can move this 4 across now. 4 multiplied by 7 gives me 28. Okay, so I've now got 1 side length of my rectangle. Let's see if we can now get the height of it. So I know here that my height is 7, so I'm going to move that across to here. I know that 7 multiplied by 6 is going to give me 42. Okay, so let's take that up here. I know that 5 multiplied by 6 is going to give me 30. I can move my 5 here now. And 5 multiplied by 8 is going to give me 40 centimeters squared. That 8 can now drop down to here, which tells me that 8 needs to be multiplied by 6 to get my 48. So there you go. We have 42 centimeters squared as the area of the red rectangle. Okay, so those are your maths challenges for today. I'm going to be mixing them up. So just like we did the iceberg challenge a couple of weeks ago, I've got some more of those. Where is the maths in this? Questions to ponder. And I'll also be providing some similar to this. Hope you enjoyed that. As always, please give any feedback to your form tutors. Thank you very much and see you next time.